Hello, good evening, welcome to the All Arsenal Show, part of Mr. Arsenal podcast. And tonight in the house we have Emerson and we have Ricky, and hopefully we'll see some people in the chat very soon. But I think the first thing we're going to do, because we're not talking about last night, we'll save that for another YouTube. But to recap our experience at the Emirates, which on the whole was a good win. But I want to start with you, Emerson. As far as the actual match went, how good would you say? Obviously, we won, but how good would you say that match was? Hello, Catherine. Thank you, my darling.
Well, Arsenal played very well. As I said, they played very well. They had chances to score as well because
Hmm.
looking the way that Man United was set up, they looked like they were going to play for the draw and try and get us on their counter attack because obviously they played one up front, um, five in midfield and four in defence, and like that. So that's the way I see it. And Arsenal displayed their usual tactics, everything like that, and they got spot on. Although we did miss a few players um,
Mm.
that were either ill or just having a rest, like carrying a little niggle, but it weren't risks
Yeah.
in the match to play. But as I said, we played very well, being like that. So to get the goal, 2 goals just before half time was a bonus because one was the own goal, as we all know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the second one was a penalty by Kindle who tucked it
Mm.
away, and that's basically it really. And in the second half, it played out the same. We got that third goal, the important goal,
Mhm.
and thing like that. That should have killed the game off and thing like that.
Oh, good
Although
evening,
Beth
Liam.
Mead hit the
No.
post twice. Yeah. But I don't think Kim Little, or not Kim Little, I mean Beth Mead, sorry, hit the post twice, thing like
Yeah.
that. Excuse me. So she was desperate to score, being desperate to score in that match.
Mm.
But as I said, and then as I said, in injury time at the end of the second half, thing like that, we conceded that goal, which was unnecessary. But the main thing
Okay.
is we got the 3 points. As we found out, Chelsea lost the day
Hmm.
before, and that gave us a little boost, and thing like that. So 3-1 flattered. The 3-1 wasn't the score line. I expected it to be around about 4-5-1 if we did those two chances that hit the post, and that was a
Well,
fair
I'm
reflection
gonna
of the
call
game.
it out very bluntly. Let's be honest here. Man United were pretty shit, which was in our favour. Sorry, no two ways about it. It really was in our favour. Um, yeah, we played well considering who we had, and I mean because we all met up, and I don't get any signal when I'm actually in the Emirates, but outside the Emirates, as we got off the tube, and I did think to log on the group WhatsApp, and I could see a couple of people having a breakdown. I'm sorry, I'm going to put that very bluntly over the lineup, and I thought, well, let's judge this after the game, not before. Yeah, yeah. And thankfully the result was a good result. So that's the end of that one. And we know, i.e., and that will go on to the England and Lionesses. Uh, Leah Williams, and she got a sort of slight hamstring or something at the moment. Leah, evening, John. Thank
That's
you,
right.
mate.
That's right.
Yeah, so she's carrying a bit of an injury. Yeah, so there was reasons why certain, as you say, Mandy, bless her, she's ill. That's all we know. Could be COVID, could be whatever. So certain players not playing. But I really want to. I'll tell you one of the biggest things that got me was Mary Earps. I actually forgot she was in goal. I'm so used to seeing Mary Earps as a lioness because that's predominantly when I watch her, and it was like, and where I was positioned, and when it comes second half, I could see her better. And yeah, the best I can say, she didn't look happy in any shape or form.
Well, I agree with you there because there was nothing she could do about the first goal, which was the own goal, because obviously it came off one of the Man United players
Yeah, it
from
was.
close range.
It,
The penalty, she had no chance because I was confident that Kim will tuck it away, thing like that, because
Yeah, yeah.
the people that was to my right, the mum and daughter to my right, and I told them I analysed their penalty because I had my tablet, and
Mm,
luck for me, I had a very bit of a signal from where I was sitting,
mm,
and I looked at that penalty that she took in midweek, and it was near enough exactly the same way that she tucked it away, like that. Because
mm.
Mary Oaks obviously went the other way, and
Yeah.
the third one there was no mercy on that one.
Yeah, without doubt. So I'm just going to bring Catherine in on this. It was an interesting move that he made for the game, since it was similar to the cup games and not consistent with the WSL games. Yeah, that I get, and that's one that we can come back to on that one. Yeah, big squad at the moment, technically big squad, but we'll come back to that one for another day. Who would you rate? And I've obviously been lucky enough to see her a few times now, because I don't get to that many Arsenal games. But who would you say was the best player for that particular match?
Um,
I
I'll
know.
say Kim Little before she came off.
Okay,
She tried
interesting.
she bossed the midfield because I think Palova had a quiet game, and Lil
She
Water,
was
although I
injured.
think she played the whole game. Those thing like that, I think she had a quiet game. So our
No,
strike
Paloma
force had
come
a
off
quiet game,
half time. She was injured.
and
It's like,
we know Kate, and we know with Kate McCabe it was a thing because I got a feeling now all the teams are now going to target her because she got a silly booking yet again because
yeah.
she's one match away from another suspension, thing like that. So if she could just curb her temperament and forget whatever was said about her in the past, of which we all know about, thing like that,
Mm.
just move on because I got a feeling she's going to be a target player for the rest of the season by
Oh, of
other
course she
teams that
will
they're going to
be.
try and wind her up to try either get her to get sent off by getting two yellows or make her do a rash challenge. And if the referee sees it as a straight red, so be it. So
Yeah.
thing like that.
I mean, sorry, can
So
I
Kim,
just say,
it's
for me,
gone.
it's got to be Lacasse.
I was going to say that as well.
Yeah, listen, I was pretty impressed. Yeah, I mean, it's funny enough. Sorry, and I'll come two comments here. Arsenal fans, Forever TV, thank you so much for tuning in. I agree with Emerson. Always a better team when Kim. Oh my God, of course, Captain Kimmy, absolutely. And she's got her penalty foot working again because she's not carrying the injury that she was carrying for God knows how long next, which did affect her performance. But yeah, for me, Lacasse. Yeah. So that is such an understated signing. I'm just so impressed with her. Just to
So
watch her. Yeah.
I'm singing.
Yeah, I do. I'm really, really impressed with her. And also Catherine, yeah. And it's interesting because Steve, who I went with, he was moaning about Cadena. And I said she's hardly played, let alone play at the Emirates. And I thought she did really well with Lotta. Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Chloe Cast 24. Yeah. Yeah. She, considering the lack of game time, I thought she did really well. Lovely to see Woba Moy. She just gets better each time. She's getting so much game time now. So yeah, absolutely brilliant.
I
Um
agree.
and sorry, who did actually get player of the match? I can't remember now.
I think
It
it
was
was lot.
Lottie.
Oh, it was Lottie, yeah, yeah. So totally, yeah, I go along with that. Well, yeah, Catherine, I get that. I mean, as in almost any FCB, yeah, we needed Cordina to play, but Yeah, she's part of the squad. She's been brought in. Yeah, I want to see her get game time. But I think also second half because Palova got taken off because of I don't know whatever slight injury or whatever it was.
A bit
Great
tactical.
to see. Sorry, well, yeah, that as well. But Cody Cross, I think she's a pleasure to watch. Cheeky little player, very
True.
cheeky little player. Yeah, I enjoy watching her play. Oh, and of course, the other thing I was going to come back to the Leah injury because it's a hamstring, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is because no one knows where she picked that up from. But you know, when you've been out for a long time, you know, especially if you've got a knee, when you've had a knee injury, you do carry. You know, you might play 1 or 2 matches after you come back, then you pick up another niggle. So, all I can say is, Giannis, just wrap her in cotton wool as much
Yeah,
as you can,
yeah.
because
I
you don't
mean,
have to play her in every match, thing like that. Just wrap her in cotton wool. Give
yeah,
her like 15 to 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes at a time, thing like that. Because, as I said, we've got Amanda to come back from her mystery illness, of which no one knows what that is, that she picked up,
yeah.
because she's missed the last 3 matches as well. So
Mm,
hopefully after this international break, she should be back, because she didn't travel to Sweden to play in their matches whilst in this international break.
okay.
So it gives her plenty of time to recover
Oh, really? Hello,
like
Gary.
that, and try, and any players that didn't go on, he can train at the training ground on a daily basis. So it can build up her, strength and everything like that. So
Mm,
it'd be interested to see how our players who are on the international duty, except for the ones who've gone to that one in America, the CONCACAF
yeah, the
tournament,
Gold Cup,
like the
as we
Gold Cup
call it.
tournament.
Yeah.
Chloe Lacasse, Lacasey, and D'Angelo. So eliminate them 3. But it's just all the other players that who have gone to their various countries to play.
Yeah. Touch
So
wood.
just hope they
They'll
can
come back to
do
it.
3, because we know what happened to Chelsea player as well. So
Oh,
he
thanks,
went
Mr.
to
Bungle.
America
Sorry, Mr.
within a
Bungle.
couple of days arriving. She found out. She
Oh,
picked
you
up she
bet.
picked up an ACL injury. She's out for the season. Something like that. So no one's laughing at Arsenal with the ACL curse now. Everybody's now looking at
Well,
Chelsea, see, what's going on with
it's very
their
sad.
players as well.
Well, and I don't
Just
wish it
hope
on
they're
that.
not
We don't wish it
overplayed.
on any players, to
Just
be
hope,
fair.
we just hope they've not been overplayed by Chelsea. I don't think this one who got the ACL has played many games for Chelsea anyway. So
Yeah.
touch wood. We know that Sam Kerr is their main one. So we're not going to see them until next year, roughly about this time next year. So like that. So this is
Oh,
where
sorry.
one of the club.
Yes,
This is
sorry.
where one of the clubs where they got to buy a big name signing. I don't think Chelsea will get a big name signing now, a striker wise, because there's not many out there
They got that.
in Europe that will come to the WSL.
They've got that. Who did they get recently? Oh God, I can't think of her name.
They've got that
Catherine.
Colombian player, but the Colombian player, but it's a Colombian player, but I don't know her name. But I don't think she's up to speed in the WSL. It's going to take her a
Probably
while
not.
before she gets up to speed.
Probably not. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, Catherine's just saying
She'll play her part until the end of the season. But as I said, whether she's going to be a lot, it's their record signing. So if they pay big money for her, so she's got to be good. But personally, she's not up to speed in WSL, because I've only seen her playing half a game here, half a game here, and everything like that, and everywhere. So she's not up to speed as yet. So I think that Chelsea will still look around to get a big name striker from Europe or in America. But as I said, there's not many out there.
That's a fair comment. So I just want to bring in what Catherine's saying. They have said that they take a piece of your hamstring for the ACL. Oh, okay. For for the ACL repairs, so you're more likely to injure your hamstring during recovery return. Oh, okay, that's really didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Don't forget your hamstring is it's a big tendon that's attached to your hip, something like that. So they can take bits and pieces of
Yeah.
it. So,
Okay. Yeah, well, to be honest, I don't understand
and
it
it
either.
grows back naturally.
Oh, okay. All right, I've learned something there. I've learned something. Oh, here we go, Catherine as well. Bright. Oh, God, there you go, Mr. Tommy, like that. Bright is supposedly returning after the international break. Mayra Ramirez is the new, if I pronounce the name, Ramirez is the new Chelsea signing. I've seen her back. Isn't she
she's
quite
Colombian.
mature?
She
not a
played
young
in the
girl.
World Cup. No, she's about early 20s at most.
No.
She's not older than she's not 25
Really?
and over.
Wow, really?
I think she.
I'm going to look her up.
If Catherine's in, Catherine, can you just check to see how old this new Chelsea player is, please?
Very mature.
I know she might be listening to thing like that. If it can tell us how old she is, I've got a feeling she's in her early 20s.
She's 24. Oh, sorry, love. Well, I'd never said she was 24. Sorry. Flipping out.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
They don't look at their age.
Yeah, she looks quite mature. But anyway, next. Yeah, that's right. I read something about that. Emma Hayes did not let her leave for the Gold Cup. Yeah, right. Yeah. Okay.
Too late.
Mm.
Obviously, it's trying to give her time to settle in it, London life.
Yeah, sorry, I've done her a terrible injustice, but well, all I can say is our Arsenal girls are knocking on. They look amazing, but next, there you go. We're blessed with beauty and talent next. Hang on, right. Oh, BX, evening, mate. Thank you for coming in. Right, John, what's John saying? The women are flying. The crowd was unbelievable. Now, that's interesting. Yeah, John, you're absolutely right. But what did they say? The amount of tickets sold was 60,000, whatever.
160. What I believe it was roughly around that 59,000.
Yeah,
because you see, because in the lower tier from where I was sitting, I'm looking at the opposite stand, and I can see to my left and I can see to my right. I saw a lot of empty seats in upper tier. Club level was okay, thing like that. That was near enough packed from where I was sitting, thing like that. But it was mostly in the upper tier in the east stand on the far side from where I was sitting was slightly empty. That was like the first few rows, something like that. So whether they did sell the 60,000 tickets, so they say, but I believe that attendance was roughly around that 59,000.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, not quite packed house, but it was still amazing. End of.
Yeah,
right. What's going on with the Streamlabs?
Say that again.
Streamlabs doing my head in. This is. Yeah, okay. Mr. Tom 28 failed to give 4,000 Mr. Arsenal to BX 81.
Oh, that thing, because when we're on that thing, that comes on automatically, apparently. But we're not playing that game because we're mostly talking about, the women's match anyway. So we don't have to say anything about that. We'll let Ryan sort that out once he's up and running.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about that one. Sorry. We really don't want to talk about that one. Oh, right. Hang on. Right. Breaking, Catherine. If anyone is awake for it, Canada is playing at 9 p.m. Oh, 2 a.m. No, darling, I'll be asleep, my love. I really will.
Me too, Catherine. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that definitely won't be happening. But and they're playing El Salvador. Okay, cool.
Which they should win.
Yeah. And I did, and Catherine will correct me again, for the Americans, and I think Emily came on second half, and they won something like 5-1 or maybe 5-0, whatever it was.
4-0. I think it was 4-0. She said. I think she said 4-0. I think in the group chat.
Oh,
they won
okay.
or something like that. But I'm sure. Come tonight. If you got your WhatsApp on mute, I'm sure come tomorrow morning it'll be ping like anything tomorrow morning.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, you know, the big WhatsApp group, I'll scroll through hundreds of messages. Morning. Yep, that's the one. Dear. Oh, yeah.
So
All right, Stefan. I won't repeat what you just put in the chat, but
and
thank you for turning up.
also
Truly appreciate it. Oh, look, Mr. Tommy, I'll put a pot of coffee on, seeing as it's El Salvador. Oh, bless you. Do you love those El Salvador? I can't even say it, girls. Bless them. Oh, what was that one? Yeah, Fox came on. Oh, 5-0. I got it. Yeah, 5-0. Very good.
The
Very
lady that I was sitting next to,
good.
she said to me that the others was running late because of the train.
Oh, okay. I must admit, very not. I always seem to get it.
That's what I was.
Okay. I noticed after the start it did seem to fill up more, although there was always still some empty seats. But also, and the amount of people they couldn't sit still. They get up, they come back, and I think, oh, for God's sake, can you just sit down?
that's what sometimes can be annoying. And
Yeah,
also
very
we did
annoying.
say, and also I did say on one of those groups thing like that regarding how to get to the Emirates.
Yeah, I know.
If there is a tube strike, fair enough. I'll give the benefit of the doubt. If there's a train strike, I'll give that a benefit of doubt. But what you should do before you decide you're going to go to that match, make sure you do your travel checks prior
Of
to the
course.
match. At least a week or two prior to the match, because it's more easier, and then you got a rough idea of what station you're going to get at, whether it's Hibernian, Arsenal, Finsbury Park, or whatever.
Yeah,
Something
that
like
you can
that.
slightly change your journey next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
But
that.
hey.
So I'm not going to go on about that. But as I said, it made me sick when I saw it on that Facebook group when people were asking how did I get to the Emirates. I can understand if it's your first time, you got your family with you, but you don't need to repeat the same thing in that group all the time. But now they've shown all their pictures, which is fair enough. I think I've looked at near enough at least hundreds of different photos of the match, videos, the lot, thing like that. So some say like that, and then you get one or two idiots who are saying, "Oh, the players didn't come round to sign any autographs or pose for any pictures." Well, who'll blame them? If you've got 60,000 fans in the stadium, they're not going to pose for pictures or sign any autographs, because all it is health and safety concern on the players themselves. Players might get COVID from that individual.
Yeah, exactly.
So all its best thing is, like we did after the match, we saw one or two players come out through the media entrance. They got mobbed, but at least they got on their way after after they came out the media entrance, and we left them alone. Well, one or two. I know Ricky got Frida Marnham, but she didn't get Kadena, because obviously Kadena was with someone. I believe it was her dad.
No, she was on her phone as well.
True, that's true.
I was made up.
It was her dad.
Actually. But I'm not going to suddenly run up to him like a mental old woman and say, "Frimmy, can I have a picture with you?" Do you know what I mean? But I was just made up to see him there at a women's match. Nice.
Well, because don't forget, he's part of the press part. So
I know.
And he was at that match. He was in that match yesterday as well. The one in Portugal.
He gets
I saw him on the TV briefly. I only saw him briefly, and that's it. But as I said, I'm not going to go on about of what I said. On that group thing, the match is coming down and thing like that. But all I'm going to say is when we play the next match at the Emirates, I'm going to just remind people, please, 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 do your research on your travel, have how to get to the Emirates, because they know that one's not going to be a sellout. The Leicester one's not sold as many tickets as yet, but as the season goes on, that will sell out eventually. So like that. So
sorry, can I just
and we know.
Let me just bring Catherine in here. Yeah, the predicted lineup with Lacasse starting and Sabs on the bench. Personally, I would start the keeper that is currently playing and not in pre-season. Okay, so that's for Canada tonight. And yeah, Stefan, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Health and safety, signing autographs. Okay, I hear what you're saying. It's not quite as simple as that.
Because as soon as that final whistle, well, even before the final whistle, you see every single one go right to the front as much as they can, be like that. Because obviously you got the edge of the bit from the first row to the pitch. It's a fair bit of a gap as well. So I know the players will think as I said, I think the players would have made up their mind then and then, do the lap of honour, of appreciation, and get off the pitch as quickly as possible. Same thing with the Man United players. It's only ones you'll see who do the warm down. If you stay in the ground a little bit longer than normal, then like that. But one or two. But Bournemouth but Ricky, you know it's the same when it's at Bournemouth. They will converge right towards the front, and that's it. It's like a push and shove thing, because you think about it, you could be at the front on your own, and you could be doing exactly the same thing, and you get at least about 10 or 15 people right behind you, pushing you, things like that. Oh, can you think?
Yeah, like
you might get people put things about.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I got pushed when this lady said it was her daughter's birthday, but I don't think it was.
Yeah, to be honest, a lot of stuff that goes on that big group, I take it with a pinch of salt, to be honest. I really do. Yeah, I don't necessarily buy what people are saying on there.
And she just pushed me and away. I was actually standing there waiting for that, and she just pushed me out of the way.
As I said, the ladies' foot for that sort of thing, it's not the same as what it was when I'd done it 20 years, at least about 20 years before that. It was more easier then. Bournemouth, car park was more smaller then at the time. And at that time, when the match finished, the players will come out of the dressing room, head to one of the lounges in the Bournemouth. Like before that, they used to get mobbed, but they didn't just get as mobbed as what they do now at Bournemouth. But as I said, like after the match, I noticed that after one of the games when they played at Bournemouth as well, because lucky enough, I got Kadina with her mum at the time. Yeah. And I got a few. Well, I got one. I saw a Watford player that used to play for Arsenal as well. So I got her, and I left it at that.
And who was that? Thanks to me.
It was Gemma. It was Gemma Davison. I got anyway. That was one I had a picture with. That one I done a selfie of my own.
Me, you got Cordelia because I ran up to her mum's car and got.
Yeah, that's right. And she had all the time to stop. And then, as I said, all the other players came out in their cars. Most of them just waved and just drove on because they said they weren't going to stop. They weren't going to stop, which is understandable because now at Bournemouth it's all changed. But that thing like that, I know.
Sorry.
Really horrible.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Stefan, you're something else.
Right. Don't they, Emerson?
Yeah. But as I said, we do the right thing at the Emirates. But I know unofficially we don't know who's going to come out of that media entrance after the match. All you do is
it's like the draw, isn't it?
Luck, and that's it.
Well, I did see Gary
Lewis play pop luck.
Poke his head round the door.
Yep. Yeah. And we saw a thing, and we saw thing about Frida Marnham and her partner
Yeah, and I've seen.
She's an ex-player as well. She's an ex-player as well.
Oh, is she? Right, because I see them on Instagram. They were doing a lovely photo shoot, so I recognised straight away it was her partner.
At first, I didn't know that Frida Barnum was gay. I actually didn't know that she was gay.
Oh, okay. No, because I follow a lot of them on it, so I get to know all these things.
They keep that to themselves. That's something outside football. Whatever they are outside football.
Well,
that's it. I'll just leave them alone when they're outside football. If they're doing a private function for Arsenal and they do come to you and sign or pose for a photo, I'll say yes or no whether to take the photo or get an autograph. I'd rather do the photo, get it out of the way, and that's it. And if at a later date, if I see that same player, I'll get them to sign the photo, and that's it. That's me done.
Terms of endearment in the background there. No, sorry, I like this. Let me put it up. I have put it up. John San Stefan, I pass Spurs training stadium most days. The Koreans are mob handed outside the ground. Obviously, I shout gooners. Yeah, I frequent past there now and again, but usually not when they're training.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Outside their training ground, 24/7. All they're there for song, and that's it. Nothing else. No one else.
Too funny.
Sometimes he will sign for them. Sometimes he won't, and that's it. Even after a home match, it's exactly the same. But they've got various exits they can leave at the new Tottenham Stadium as well. So they don't use the same exit all the time. But they become thing like that. They become obsessed because if you look at their crowds, most of them are South Korean fans. Now Arsenal becoming like that as well because we've got a lot of Asian fans as well coming to watch matches as well. So it makes you wonder. They could be Spurs fans one week, Arsenal fans next week. So,
yeah, I can get that totally. You totally get that.
But you won't get that. You won't get that at ladies' match. You won't get that at ladies' match.
No,
Anything like that. Unless it's a top name player that everybody knows, because everyone knows Russo and Mead and Miedemar are three, top names that will try it and get things. It's like those bunch of girls we were standing next to last week, where they were waiting to see who was coming out the media entrance, and they're trying to make one or two made sarcastic comments, but I didn't want to get involved with their conversations. They do what they wanted to do. We did what we wanted to do because we said we planned that what we was going to do after the match anyway, and we just played potluck who came out. So they're waiting for Russo
for us all to meet up, and if by luck you happen to see one of the players or one of the staff, whatever, it's a bonus. And all. And what's Mr. Tommy saying? Why else would they be there, Emerson?
Well, that much, as I say, you saw it for yourself. Look at those people who are by the railings, waiting for the players to drive out. Now, they were wasted there, standing there by those railings in the first place. I mean, like that.
Well,
even the players did drive out, they had to run after their cars, and that's it. And they're not going to catch up to their cars unless there's a traffic jam on that road. There's no chance. So it's a thing that happens week in, week out. I see it after. I see it after the men's matches as well. When if the weather's good, and if there is daylight, they'll wait until the last player's gone, then they go home. But as I said, thing like that. So, but then we saw the two team coaches go past. They went their way, and that's it. So be it.
Yep, hang on, let me just go back to the chat before we move on. I'm going to put this back up. Beth and Viv, Catherine saying, are working with FIFA on the ACL injuries, which I think is a fantastic thing because they've obviously lived through it. It's still, especially for Viv as well, it's still work in progress. So I think that's fantastic. And John got Willie Young's autograph 40 years ago. Wow. Oh, yeah,
He's suffering from
Johan
dementia as
Cruyff.
well, I think.
Okay, Johan Cruyff. Fair enough. So I always wait for Eddie's autograph.
Oh yeah, and I'm in the brochure of the Arsenal.
Well, the program.
What
Match
program? Oh wow. Okay. In what capacity?
Yeah, you took a picture of it with the bus.
Okay.
She was on the top on the bus on the right-hand side.
Oh right. Got you. Sorry. Got you.
The London, when they had that parade, and they represented
Yes,
the London
sorry.
Gooners.
I do. Yeah, I've got it now.
Gooners.
Yeah, you took a picture of it.
Yep, sorry, I do remember. Sorry. Yeah. And Son probably is a golden career. Yes, I can totally agree with that one. Okay, Stefan, I don't like this refusing an autograph. It's rude and arrogant. Well, if anybody was to ask me for my autograph, I'd actually be rather worried, actually, because I wouldn't give them my signature. Not that I've got any monies, but I'm just saying. Maybe it's because I'm not a celeb in any shape or form, I suppose.
No, but here and that upsets me.
Put that back on. If you refuse an autograph, you will be closer to the days when nobody wants one and you'll wish they did. Okay. Oh, Rich Sports. Hello, good evening. Hi, all getting knocked out of Europe to focus on the league. Sorry, you mean with the women, of course. I hope, because we're not talking about the men.
I hope so. I hope he's meaning that.
Yeah, I'm going along with the premise of the women here because, because of where we finished third and we had to go through, which was quite horrible actually. And yeah, we lost out through penalties, so knocked out of Champions League Champions League. So yeah, and as for. And yeah, it is concentrating on the league to a degree. I'll still say Chelsea are going to get it, but I'd love to be proven wrong, but I can't see it. More gutted about the FA Cup because we had another potential for another trophy, but hey, it is what it is. So it's all eyes on the Continental Cup now.
Yep.
Thank you so much for that, Troy.
As we know, that's not going to be easy. I know Villa might make a match of it, but we'll just see who turns up on the day.
I hope we beat Villa.
Because that's been played just after the international break as well.
Yeah,
that's the second match after the international.
Yeah. Actually, and go on. Oh, would you mean the Emirates tour, John? Yeah, I want to go on the Emirates tour again.
Me too.
And the thing is, when I went, it was locked down and it was pissing down with rain and it was really depressing, actually. So, yeah, I really want to go on that. Sorry, I'm just going to jump in to what Catherine's saying. If we win the remaining games, we could win. Honestly, I would take a draw with City and the rest are wins, including Chelsea. And then Chelsea finished third in Emma's last season. Okay, I mean, that would be fantastic. I don't know. I really am one game at a time because I can't bear the disappointment, I suppose. I suppose that's what it boils down to, really. Sorry, Rich Sports. I don't follow women's games, so can't really comment. Was popping in to say hello to Mr. Arsenal. Ryan's not here tonight. He's currently off the airways. He will be back very soon. But the all Arsenal of Thursday show, we do actually concentrate predominantly on the women and the academy. But thank you for popping in anyway. That's very kind of you. Well, yeah, Troy, you're right there, mate. Anyway, getting back to last night's, we got what we deserved now. Well, yeah, get that. Oh, hang on. Okay, Stefan. Right. Last night. There's a second to go, and I really just don't want to talk about it. Yeah. Somebody else will dissect that one next. Probably Liam, who's on afterwards, actually. He'll do a much better job. And tune into what's Liam's show called? The one on a Thursday. Let me look it up.
It's the
Sorry, Liam. I don't know what it's called.
I think it's that one where Paul's on as well. I think so. I'm
Yeah,
not
El
too sure.
Shado, the North Bank Summit. North Bank Summit. Yeah, go and check that one out. Yeah, North Bank Summit.
It's the one that Paul Bray runs.
Yeah, that's it. Check that one out. They'll dissect it much better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm getting a bit
I'm
lost.
sure whoever does the watch along on Saturday will talk more about it as well. So
well, that's it, but yeah, not here to talk
sure
about.
You get double helpings of it. So
not here to talk about that one. Right, so the next match at the Emirates, which yourself and Ricky will be going to, is Tottenham. So that's a big payback time, and that will be on at 12:30, and it'll also be on BBC 2/iPlayer, and that's as on when's it on? What date is that? The 3rd. Sorry, it's on the 3rd.
Couple weeks time.
Yeah, because we got international break at the moment. There's a ladies' game on tomorrow, isn't there, Lionesses?
Come
it's
on,
on ITV.
Yeah,
it's Austria. It's a friendly though, I think.
Yeah, they're both friendly, so I'm not really fussed.
And it's in Spain.
I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm not really fussed.
So it'd be Beth Mead versus Beth Mead, Russo versus Zinsberg in goal. So that'd be an interesting little contest.
Actually, that would be they'll probably do quite well. Oops.
Meadow.
I do love Zinsberg. Yeah, they should do all right, really, shouldn't they? I don't know. Zinsberg could suddenly become world class, of course.
But as I said, they're playing that match in Spain, so it's not in Austria or it's not in this country.
Oh, it'll be neutral. Like yeah, I get that.
So they've gone somewhere for warm weather training.
So, no, that's fair enough.
They've been training as normal. As normal this week.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was just going to say, I'm quite annoyed about this, but I did notice, and all right, this will be the men's FA Cup, but TNT to cover the FA Cup games next season.
We can talk about this towards the end of the season, Ange, because as I said, I know it's a bidding war. It's now, and everybody be bidding for this and that and everything like that. So it'd be interesting to see who does get contracts.
But WSL, that is currently out for tender, and that's between Sky, BBC, and TNT. Hi Colonel, thanks for coming in, mate.
I'd love to see I'd love to see TNT get it as a neutral instead of like things Sky or BBC, because as I said, you don't know what pundits they're going to get.
Okay, well, I'll put this very bluntly: a kind benefactor lets me have the Sky Go app, so hence that's why I watch it on the Ange pad, because I have limited resources. Now I pay for a TV license. I've got a TV. Yeah, I never get off BBC. Fact. Sorry, Stefan. Fact. And I do enjoy when I can watch. And I do like the BBC coverage of the women's game. All right, some of the commentary may be a little bit whatever, but generally I think the camera angles are good, and I've been happy with it on the BBC, and having the option also that you can get it on iPlayer. So I'm not going to be very happy if I lose that.
And also the presenter does it for Sky Sports. It's very good as well. The female presenter as well. She's very good.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But what I'm trying to put it out there is how much can people pay?
That's it.
I mean, I'm in a situation where I'm a bit limited. I pay a lot for my. I've got excellent broadband. It's Virgin. Let's advertise the bastards, and it's excellent. Very rarely lets me down. So I pay for a nose for that. Pay for a TV license. let's advertise a whole lot here. O2, which I don't pay a lot for because I'm not really into mobile data. I don't use it as such, but
And on top of that,
sorry,
you pay electric as well. And on top of that, you
yeah,
pay
and
electric.
I pay through the nose, EDF, Robin Bastard. Sorry, I'm on a rant now. French songs. Yeah, I'm on a real rant now, folks. Yeah, I pay a lot of monies for that, and I seriously need to get another. Yeah, so people are paying. It is a cost of living crisis. Don't want to say I'm not a Labour, whatever, but people have to prioritise where their money goes. And I just think once again, it's a light so that you have to get the whole package. I know you get TNT with Sky currently, and I don't know. Oh, hi, you Lottie. Cheers, darling. Yeah, I just think, how much are people going to pay?
Because the TV license has gone up yet again.
Oh, yeah, well, that's a rip-off as well. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a total rip-off.
Because why watch the same programs? Like, although I've got Sky here in the flat where I live. Now, during the daytime, if I'm not watching anything sporting wise, I'm watching other channels, that shows an interest to me, anything like that. I know most of all these shows are all repeated, thing like that. So, except when you go like thing like that. So why show constantly repeats of this, that, and that show, thing like that. So, but I'm not bothered.
Yeah, well, it's what it is. But like I said, we'll review that towards the end of the season. But hey, it is what it is. Right, Lottie's come to save the day. Stop me ranting about. Well, I don't want to rant about football. I'm fed up ranting about football. Where does it get you? Rant about real life, although this is a football show, ironically. Anyway, what academy news have we got, Emerson?
They played a match last Friday. They won 4-2 against Southampton. A good game to watch. One of the biggest crowds of the season last week. And there was a thing, under 18s match they played Southampton where they drew 2-2. So really, there was nothing really to report from any of those matches, except that from what I've seen is that both the under-21s manager and the under-18 manager are rotating the squad between now and the end of the season. So some players are coming back from injury, thing like that. And obviously with Jack's under-18s team, he's using players like from the under-17s team from Hell End. So really, there's not anyone coming through from that's stepping up to the under 18s level as yet from what I've seen, because obviously I don't watch their matches anyway. And regarding the under 21s, it was good to see Hayden Heaven and James Lanning Sweet on the bench against Porto last night, although they didn't get any minutes and things like that. And also we know Ethan Namweri was part of the squad as well, so things like that. So fingers crossed they'll get the result this coming Monday when they're away to West Brom. This is in the Premier League 2, of which I'm not going to go, anything like that, because I've looked at the travel arrangements to get them back. It's not feasible for me to do because I'll be getting back in the early hours of Tuesday morning, of which I've got something to do that same day later on. So I said to myself, no. So I'll just keep an eye on that on Monday night, as well as that FA Cup match. That's going to be on TV at the same time. So that's all the academy news for now. And as I said, there's nothing really. No one's talking about anything really. But as I said, it was a decent crowd last Friday at Bournemouth, 440. As I said, it was the biggest crowd. It was the second biggest crowd of the season, like that, and it was a good, entertaining match to watch. Despite they were 1-0 down at half time, they came back and won 4-2.
Okay, cool. Right, let me just come back. I want to bring Lottie in here. Yeah. All right. First, this is the important one. Are we going to batter Spurs? That's the important question. can we do it twice in a week with the girls in the academy?
Yes, I got feeling. I think we would do it because I know. I did see Lottie at the match on Saturday, and we did have a good chat. And she told me and her and a few others and go to that match. I believe that's going to be a big crowd at Bournemouth as well on the 8th of March, which is something like that. So it's going to be if they are going to do a watch along. Ryan, if you are listening to this, thing like that, I'm not sure if they are going to do a watch along, but if you want to do a watch along for that match, I'll let you know well in advance if it's going to be on Arsenal.com or not. But it definitely will be on.
Sorry. Are you listening to this, Mr. Tommy? Are you listening? That was so funny. That's probably one of the best watch-alongs that's ever been done. There wasn't one. That was too funny.
I gave them some duff information up to 24 hours before the match to say that it was going to be an Arsenal.com, but they did advertise it early in the week that week to say it was going to be on. For some reason, Arsenal press, the under 21 press officer told me it's not going to be, so be it.
Well,
then Leeds United managed to get our feed as well. They only showed the goals of the match, so we weren't saying more about that under 20 match. That wasn't to be. Like that.
Yeah. It was all good.
But I'm reading what Lottie said. How was it for Heaven to get us in a call up? For me, it's a big step up for me. For a guy who was in the under 18s in the early part of the season, suddenly they promoted him to the under 21s, with which he's done well. Although he's learning the game, but as I said, he's done well. And for him to get a call up to the senior team last night was a total surprise, because with Arsenal they don't really take any centre halves to these European games. They use what they get. So if Saliba or Gabriel M gets injured, they can improvise and use someone else as a centre half. They can use Declan Rice as a centre half. So it was a thing. It was a total shock to see his name on the team sheet last night. Because I expected Namwari and one or two others, but I didn't think Hayden Heaven would have got that call up. But he's done well. He's done well from the matches I've watched. So he's a player to watch for the future as well.
Fair enough. And sorry, Lottie's also saying extra special flags coming out for that one, Emerson. Bring them on.
I doubt. This must be the derby match, I imagine, because I want to say it would be at the under 21s match. That's for sure, because we all be cooped up in one stand and that's it. And if anyone is going to that match, I suggest try and get there as early as possible, because if it is what I think it's going to be, that main stand is going to be packed from one end to the other, so you can get near 500 old people in that stand.
Okay. So, yeah, no, Lottie's just saying academy.
Yep, twice. And that's right. That's all the academy news for now.
Right, I'm going to say, guys, we're going to wrap it up, because I know Liam's show's on now, and that's where you can talk about last night's match that I really don't want to talk about. No,
I'll just listen to it. I'm just going to listen to it. I won't watch. I'll just listen.
No, I'm not saying anything. Yeah, see what happens in the second round. End of next. Just whatever. What I was going to say, Ricky, we're not going to be on next week, but because international break. But when we come back on again, I need to get your link up for the walk.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to get that put up again. Oh, come on. Well, I'm here. Let's look at the monies. Right, Mr. Tom. Catherine doing very well. Oh, Russ Morgan, DX, Stefan, Colonel, Alex, and Sam Greenwood.
You're just above me, Ange. You're in 10th place now. Despite we don't know what was going on last night regarding that coins game, because everybody was playing it as normal, but no one knows if they counted. No one knows if the coins was counted, but we'll find out. We'll find out on Saturday.
By the way,
when they do, whoever's seen the one.
Yeah. By the way, the young guy was Nikita Paris.
The who?
Nikita Paris.
Yeah, sorry, I don't. Sorry, what do you mean?
I thought it was the number. I thought it was their number 23. It came off.
It was a Nikita Paris.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I've got lost
because it was that close range. It was that close range, so no one, because when it went in, no one knew what was going on.
Because if you see the video,
yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the clip. I've seen the clip of the goal itself. But as I said, I thought it came off the number 23.
No, sorry, you mean on the first goal, the own goal. Yeah. Sorry, I was miles away. Okay, yeah, get you. Oh, fair enough. I'll look it out and who cares? You can't in our favour. Oh, right, okay. I've just been alerted. The own goal wasn't Nikita Paris. I have just been alerted.
Oh,
it was the number 23. It was the number 23. It came off.
All right, whoever the number 23 is. Okay. Well, Lottie's saying it could be Paris. Well, the person who produces all of this says no. Next.
Okay.
I don't know. All I could see was a scramble, and next minute it's gone in and they've got the ball up, and I thought it was a goal. That'll do. I don't care. I don't care.
And definitely the second goal was definitely a penalty anyway. Took Beth Mead out of the game completely.
That was a beautiful thing. No, it's good to see Captain Kimmy got a penalty foot back. Beautiful. End of. Very, very good. Right, folks, going to wrap this up because, as I say, Liam's on now. Give his channel a support, as I know you will. Thank you so much, guys. Truly, truly appreciate this. If you're watching the Lionesses, it's a friendly, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. And see you not next week, the week after. No doubt. I probably won't be in the chat Saturday night because I'll be away. I'll see you in whatever chat. Good to have you on, folks. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yep, bye.